Greetings, Guardians. There was a rumor that came out a little while ago that Bungie or Destiny 2 will be subscription based. We also have the name of the game, supposedly. Now, these are rumors, so please do take them with a grain of salt. But we're going to talk about the subscription based idea and whether or not it possibly could be bad or good, and what's the advantages and disadvantages. I'll talk to you guys soon. Now, Guardians, there has been a lot of information that's come out, or possible information that's come out regarding Destiny 2. Now, please do take note that this is only rumours. So please take this with a grain of salt. Please don't take this as gospel, because at the end of the day, these are only rumours. But they're interesting nonetheless. So, Destiny's 2 name, or codename at the moment, is supposedly the Shattered Suns. It's supposedly releasing on September 2016, and you'll be using your current characters. It will focus heavily on Osiris and his endeavours, as he's the main quest giver in the game, and there's a new enemy that's said to be in development called possible Arakma, or whatever it may be. Now, Mercury is also supposed to be a big player in Destiny 2. The main area which the Guardians will explore. Bungie has also hired on some Hollywood writers for the story for this game as well. Oh my god, we might actually get a storyline. A new voice for the Ghost is also being implemented, and Bungie has apparently stated they are not going to continue with DLCs, but instead release free raids, planets, etc. throughout time. They will only be continuing with the main games after the Taken King and its successor DLCs. Finally, as a bonus, there is not going to be trading implemented into the game ever, stated Activision. Activision got a letter regarding what not to do on MMORPG from Blizzard, and the trading was on the list. Also, there is no sixth chest in the Vault of Glass, which has only been known to a small amount of people in the studio, and it was just a bluff to keep occupied for the Taken King, most likely. Now, something else that is important here is Destiny 2 Shattered Sun is due for release as early September of next year. That has been confirmed by Bungie. So far it's good, but here's the kicker. Apparently Destiny 2 will use a sort of subscription-based system where paid DLC is replaced by regular free updates as long as you're subscribed. So, that's the main thing I want to talk about tonight, Guardians, is that subscription-based service, whether it's a good thing, a bad thing, what Destiny will need to bring if they're going to go down this path. And we're going to basically compare it to the World of Warcraft. It's probably its closest counterpart to compare. And one of my mates at work actually does play World of Warcraft. So I was asking him about this last night. And guys, we're going to talk about that. So, getting to the point. Subscription-based services allow you to go through and to pay a small amount of money every month to go through and continue playing. This replaces the high-priced DLCs that will normally come out every 3 or 6 months. You still get your DLCs, but instead of paying a $60 or $30 or $40 up front, you're basically paying for it per month. Now, if they're going to go down this path, they are going to need to make sure a few things. One, the DLCs that come out are coming out semi-regularly. If they're going to continue on with this, or if they're going to go down this path, you can't go doing what World of Warcraft does, and that is basically allowing people to wait 6 months between DLCs. Well, like I said, one of my mates at work is actually a World of Warcraft player, and he did say to me last night the one thing that he wishes that the World of Warcraft actually did would actually put out DLCs every 3 months. Now, to use World of Warcraft as an example, they're paying about $15 a month, which is about $180 a year. Now, if you go putting out 3 DLCs and they're $60, that's $180. If you go paying $10 a month and 12 months, that's $120. That's roughly about the price of 3 or 4 DLCs for around $30 or $40. So to be honest, it's not much different than what we're currently paying at the moment. It just sounds like it because you're constantly subscribing and paying for it as you go. Now, obviously, if that's the case, the DLCs that come out for Destiny obviously are going to have to be really good. The raids have always been great. Glitchy and buggy as shit, but they're great apart from that. And this is one thing I was asking him about World of Warcraft last night. I said to him, what happens with World of Warcraft and glitches? As he said to me, the first year or two that World of Warcraft came out, he generally found the game was glitchy and buggy as shit. Now, obviously, as the game is established and they're just constantly adding expansions onto it, there's not a real big problem with glitches because they've ironed most of them out. But, as he said, because I said to him, we're having the exact same thing with Destiny. Destiny is only 1 year old. And as it is now, we are having a lot of problems with glitches. He said, yeah, we had the exact same thing in World of Warcraft. Basically, as he said to me, day one of the patch going live, normally World of Warcraft was just unplayable because of the fact of so many glitches and bugs that would happen. Which is where some of the Destiny players are stating that they're already at the moment. Now, obviously, if Destiny or Bungie does go down paid subscription, that's fine, as long as they put out the content. I don't care. And as long as the price for it is reasonable. Also, Bungie, one thing you have to remember too, is that some of the World of Warcraft players are at the point now where they can actually go through and use in-game currency to pay for their subscription using gold or the in-game currency. Obviously, if Destiny wanted to continue on with this, they could probably use things like Glimmer to maybe allow you to do that, but I'm not sure how that would go. So, look, at the end of the day, guys, obviously subscription-based services isn't such a bad thing, but they have to put out the content. They have to make sure that the raids aren't buggy as shit as they are currently at the moment, but I do believe that will be fixed in time. Also, you know, at the end of the day, we're going to want content a little bit more regularly and a little bit more in depth. Now, the last Taken King DLC was great. You had interaction with the NPCs and the ghosts and everything like that. But I tell you now, if it had been a subscription-based service when Crota had come out, a lot of people would have kicked up about it because they don't think it was worth the money. Now, obviously, the one big problem with subscription-based services is that if you don't keep subscribing, your service is stopped, and you won't be able to go through and even play old DLCs. There's someone I know currently at the moment who can't afford to pay for the extra DLCs, like, for example, Taken King, House of Wolves, or anything like that. So she's just brought Vanilla Destiny. Now, obviously, in that situation, obviously subscription-based services would probably knock her out because the fact that she can't pay for the extras, so she's so far behind on everybody as it is now. I won't mention names, obviously, because I don't want to go and, you know, yeah. But, like I say, so obviously, you know, for students and people who are financially struggling, service-based or subscription-based services can be a bit of a hassle, because obviously you need to keep paying it, and it's not like you can stop paying for it now and keep playing the old game or the old DLC like you can with Destiny at the moment. So as soon as that subscription base runs out, your online service is terminated. But apart from that, guys, tell us what you think. I know this video is a little long-winded. Tell me what you think about Destiny as a subscription-based service. Do you like the idea? Do you hate the idea? I know subscription-based service generally gets a little people back up. People tend to think, and run for the hills screaming. So let me know what you think in the comment section below. Obviously, like I said, guys, as I said before, these are obviously just rumors. There's obviously the only thing that's been confirmed out of all this information is Destiny 2 is coming out in September 2016, so we don't have long to wait for that. But hey, I'm positive about the fact that we can use our old existing characters. So my Warlock, my Hunter, and my Titan are all still going to be useful. But look, let us know in the comment section below. Apart from that, guys, enjoy, have a great time in Destiny, and I will see you in playing game. Have a great day. Bye.